When we want to see one of the latest tech product reviews, YouTube is quite often the first place that comes to mind for us and many people for that matter. Among the first reviewers of many cool products that we also talk about on Into Tomorrow is our next guest. He is SoldierKnowsBest, Mark Watson, a popular YouTuber, among other things. Mark, welcome Into Tomorrow. How are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing fine, thanks. This is only your second IFA, I understand.
Yes, it is, yeah.
So right out of the box, what do you think of IFA?
I think it's a lot less crazier than CES. I think a lot of people will agree with that.
Yeah.
I kind of like the whole layout. It's not too busy. It's not too many products being released, but I like the whole atmosphere, and you're able to spend a lot more time with the products, not feel very rushed or hassled.
That's a good point. And 28 halls full of all kinds of things that are coming out, in many cases new, some new categories, mostly just new products within older categories. Sometimes not a whole lot new, just a feature or two. Or, another color.
Yeah, it's a lot of that going around.
Exactly. And that's the case, I think, at any tech show these days, where how many more new categories of things can we come up with? We pretty much have done everything except beaming and transporting, that kind of thing. But when that happens, hopefully we're all there to cover.
I think Apple's announcing that next month.
Is it? Yeah. Is that that whole September 12th announcement?
Yeah. So.
We'll cover that too. First of all, why the name SoldierKnowsBest? How'd that come about, and how'd you get into tech?
Well, I did my first ever review of the first generation iPhone when I was doing some Army training in Fort Gordon, Georgia. And so I was in my hotel room. I got the first iPhone and put my review up on YouTube. And then it kind of just stuck. One day I was trying to look for a really catchy YouTube name, because that's really important. And I just came across SoldierKnowsBest, and it kind of stuck. Well,
and it helped that you were, in fact, a U.S. Army soldier.
Yep.
There you go. All right, then. Well, so thank you for serving our country, number one.
Oh, no problem.
And number two, thank you for some fun and cool and interesting reviews, because you do the kind of stuff that we do to that extent, where you talk about fun products that are out there. You also warn people, hey, wait for version 2. We're fond of that too. You get a hold of some stuff that's not quite ready for prime time.
Save your money. Yep.
Exactly. And you, like us, you're not afraid to say it sucks. Don't buy it. Wait. And usually the manufacturers know that before they even send us product to test, because let's see if they pick up on the fact that it won't power up or whatever. What are some of the most favorite things that you enjoy playing with and sharing with your audience?
I love camera reviews, because you're able to, a lot of times with products, people kind of got to trust your word on it, but the cameras, you can actually take a picture or take video and show them exactly the product that it can produce. So camera reviews are some of my favorite, but one of my favorite reviews was an iPad case. It's supposed to be almost indestructible. So
and
I did
destroyed
it? No, actually, I ran it over with my car, hit it with the hammer, did all crazy stuff. It was pretty fun doing that review. So really, those type of reviews are my funnest.
Oh, cool. And that's good, because you can do a little tech rage sometimes too, right? And then say, wow, it didn't work. It didn't break, so it did work, or whatever.
Right.
And that keeps it fun. Are there any kinds of reviews that you've wanted to do and have not been able to get a hold of a product, or something in particular that, geez, if I can only get this, other than like the new 84-inch Sony TV or something?
Yeah, that's on my wish list.
Yeah. They offered me one if I could carry it on the plane, so I'm going to try.
Well, you might be able to make that happen.
Does it fold? I don't think so.
Take up a row of seats, probably.
Yeah, probably. What here at IFA has caught your eye this year?
Just as you talked about it, the 84-inch TV is the first thing I actually really got my eyes on. I think it's just a beaut. Price-wise, a lot of people may not be able to get it, but I think performance-wise, just the picture and the quality you can get from it is awesome. Yeah. I really like the Samsung Galaxy camera, and it makes sense to be able to have a camera that you can instantly upload to either your popular websites. You can actually web browse. You can use it just like a phone, besides the phone part.
Yeah.
So I really like the Samsung Galaxy camera. It's pretty interesting to me. The Galaxy Note 2 is just really a bigger Galaxy S3 a little bit. It has a couple features with the S Pen that I do like. I'm kind of it's still up in the air about that, but I think it's one of the things that it's not too big, but it's big enough. So I think the ladies should like that.
There you go. Our own Papa Robsy, who we call him that because he's always taking pictures, usually with his iPhone, but now he wants to get a hold of one of the Galaxy cameras.
I think I saw him do an Instagram, from the camera.
He was, in fact, we were Instagramming people taking pictures of him, Instagramming the pictures of him taking of whatever. It just got to be a bizarre scenario. Are you at a point where manufacturers are sending you stuff because they know you've got a good following and they respect your opinions, or are you still having to buy some stuff, or how are you dealing with what kind of products?
Yeah, it's still about 60-65% of my products now are coming from manufacturers themselves. So that's really good plus. When I first started, it was a little bit of investment, me just going out buying products. So manufacturers are starting to send me stuff, so that's always a good thing.
And what do you end up doing with the products after you reviewed them?
After I review them, I either keep them, I either give them to some friends or families, or I like to give them away to some of my subscribers who watch me on YouTube and things like that.
Very
so it's
good.
a good way to get back to the community.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, our regular listeners know we give away a ton of prizes, and typically there are many products that we've put through the paces and so forth, but we keep the box and everything.
Right.
When they used to have manuals, we'd keep them and, and that sort of thing. And then giving them away to your audience is always good because people appreciate that, and then builds even more credibility for you. I think.
Right. It's always a good thing to do. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, do you see yourself coming back here to Berlin next year, perhaps?
I'll be back.
Good, good. So that means this is getting your attention. It's a fun show.
It is.
Lots to see. We'll let you hit the show floor again and get back at it and hopefully catch up with you and see what you think.
For sure. Thank you.
All righty. My pleasure. Mark shoulder. My shoulder surgery. It's creeping up. Mark Soldier Knows Best Watson. And, of course, you can see his work, and he has a whole lot of cool videos with a lot of great products. Check out his opinion on these things, too, at SoldierKnowsBest.com. We'll link you there when you hit us up at IntoTomorrow.com. You'll see the video interview of all of the guests and, of course, highlight videos, all sorts of neat stuff from IFA. Mark, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Back with more from Berlin, Germany. I'm Dave Graveline. This is Into Tomorrow, right here on the Advanced Media Network.